Hello, it's Outwit ME. Back with Disco Elysium DE. Yeah, I'm recording this like 5 minutes after the last episode. I just needed to hydrate real quick. So, man, I left it off seeming like I was avoiding talking about some. That's annoying. The something being the pale, like Blizzard, daydream fantasy, whatever, that I get occasionally. It's like a little 5 second play out in my head of me either wandering in some like wide open snow covered plains like at night with heavy snow, or trying to stay in like a tent, camping in such a situation. It's either wandering or camping. The important bits of it are the dark sky and the constant snowfall. Yeah. I don't feel the need to reanalyze that. Yeah. Annoyed that I had to cut the episode. Yeah, whatever. It was 32.5 hours. It's fine. Good. It was a good ending point. So, yeah. Now I need to be careful when I do talk about or analyze that daydream, because I have a strong tendency to go in the wrong direction with it. It's been a reoccurring thing since childhood with some distinct differences throughout the ages. So sometimes I end up analyzing the daydream as it was and not as it is, which is not great for analyzing current psychology. And I don't want to reimpose any old issues on myself. I've been at high risk of doing that, especially talking with AI too much about things. So, yeah.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Now, what I do avoid talking about is the current traumas. As you might have noticed a couple episodes ago, I was being cagey. That is what I'm most likely to be cagey with. I don't know. I definitely do have a fixation for the snow and the cold, though. Mostly symbolic. It has to do with sensory input without expectations of warmth or connection. A way to experience life tactically without expectation. That is the prominent thing of the daydream, just so I can stop being cagey. Yeah, everything's pretty insanely symbolic for me. Just kind of annoying, because, I dream about something and think it's a goal. Like, oh, I want to go camping in the mountains or something. It's like, no. Nothing's that easy. It might help me think on it, but it's not an actual desire. So I probably will actually just do some camping or hiking, once I'm healthy enough. But I'm not going to go out in the middle of nowhere to try to fully recreate a daydream. That's what I wanted to do for a long while, but there's some kind of self-destructive urge buried in there too, I bet. Desire to get lost out in the cold. Yes, desire for a symbolic death, maybe. And there's reasons I don't encourage that within myself. The daydream, I mean. I see risk in misinterpretations. You're misinterpreting it. Or enabling the aesthetic appeals that aren't in my interest. Yeah. I think I've concluded that. We can now get on with concluding this autopsy discussion.
Let's see. I wrote down the nickname Lelystad. We have questions that might help solve some gaps in our field autopsy. I'm sure my colleague has a few of his own while I take notes.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink.
Why don't I just hand her the page?
The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Alright, so there is actually a follow-up for what we requested. So you're not actually going to get the results, but you can use it to provoke conversation. To make sure that she's above board, perhaps. Asking the questions we already know the answers to first.
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no, we even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
But do you have little reason to lie to me?
The adversary one.
I wonder if I'd still be as open to talking about myself like I do if this channel had a ton of people watching it. I feel like yes, but I would have to have a not method, what's the word? I would have to have not method, not plan, like a tactic for how I engage with comments. I would be at risk of spending my whole day in the comment section, that's for sure. It's really hard to resist conversation, especially with people who seem to want to talk to me, you know? I'm a starved extrovert over here. Yeah. Maybe the way I do things is done in a way to make sure I don't become a big channel. But then again, the primary thing I need to do is a bunch of editing to make things more digestible, and that's beyond my capacity anyway. I mean, it's beyond my capacity to do things in basically any organized way, and I was not an organized person without the health issues. It's just not in my nature. I like to be impulsive and change direction as often as it seems beneficial to do so.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
It's clear she was very much attracted to him, and still is.
Of course. He was the most strangely beautiful man I've ever been with. And I mean that. And now, he's dead. A pity.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
And now we catch her off guard.
Good for you.
And now she catches us off guard.
What do you think it will tell us?
I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days after intercourse does it have to be? I don't even know if he had sex with someone else. We didn't go steady.
This is one of her maneuvers. The others are fast asleep, as always. It's hard to say what the truth is.
It very well could be, yes. What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean? That's not funny, officer. Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
Quite a lot, yes. Sure, service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths."
I'm obviously someone who doesn't really understand the concept of not wanting to talk about a trauma. I don't know. Is that an introvert extrovert thing or something else? There's a couple things I don't discuss well. A little bit of flashback, but not the things that bother me the most, oddly. Those I only worry about making other people uncomfortable with, I think. I don't worry about it that much.
And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
Maybe it's more so not wanting to scare someone off. You never know if he built up enough goodwill to say something you're pretty sure going to generate some bad will. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
I think a lot of people have a wrong view on human relationships. Bad will's not a universal. This is kind of being implied by the game, too. Like, you could talk about a lot of bad you're doing as long as you're not talking to someone who suffered because of it. I don't know. Maybe things different in the modern day where everything's got to have layers of moralistic, moralistic what? I don't know. But everything's moralized. Everything's got to be universally good, universally bad, continuously moralized. How about that? People can't just talk about, I don't know, wrongs anymore. I don't know. I might be overthinking that or coming to a wrong conclusion myself, but it's like people are just allergic to negative discussion. Like they believe in there's like demons always listening or some that talk about negative stuff, you just summon more of it. Like, people getting all kind of paranoid, and even when they can't put it into words like that, like you could put that into words, you might actually make the point that there's nothing to fear about negative discussions. Show people how ridiculous it sounds when you try to outline their subconscious thoughts in front of them. It's like, and that's, I'm sure, deliberate, because if people are afraid to have negative discussions, you're never going to talk about problems enough to solve them, or talk about them correctly. You can be over there just fixated on silver linings and lessons. It's like, good to think you grateful for your suffering. You don't want anything good to happen. Yeah. That's the way any avoiding negativity, like all of that always just spins back to creating actual negativity, where it's either a fear of discussions, a fear of manifesting. Like, you're literally burying all the positive and negative emotions and just leaving yourself with anxiety. Everything just ends up eaten up by it. And the discussion either has to keep being good or avoid being bad, or yeah, so I don't like any of that manifestation stuff. Other than the abuse it's used to justify. The terror it's used to justify, even. Yeah. The only way to get away from negativity is to address it. And addressing it tends to mean discussing it with somebody who can help. Whether that be mentally help or like literally help you work on something. Like, simplest thing, you're a kid, you got a splinter in your finger. What are you gonna do? Not want to talk about the negative thing that happened? Like, nah. You go talk to someone with tweezers, usually a dad. Yeah.
Go on.
That's the best way to summarize it, actually. I like that analogy. Yeah. I also like continuing to play the game so I can finish it this year.
There was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer for money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands, and on other islands too, all of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Now you catch her off guard.
Why do you ask?
Just have her answer the question. Don't give explanations.
Well, it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and too many bad things to do. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Was that giving an explanation?
Why do you ask?
Just have her answer the question.
Wow, a mystic. How intriguing. I have no doubt this is all adequate and true. I do not doubt the signs, but maybe...
Why did that give me an achievement? How confusing.
Maybe you're interpreting them wrong? He enjoyed life, you see. A little too much, if anything. Up to the point where other people had to pay for it.
Yeah, I think the primary reason people not discussing trauma because they don't believe other people can or will handle it. Just gonna end up with more trauma scaring people off. That's the case for me. I don't know that that one's a universal conclusion, but I'm inclined to believe that there's a degree of truth to it.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change. All right, let's see where this is going.
Another fantastic moment. What next?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
I wish I had the cognitive capacity to have these personal discussions when I'm actually, like, live having a conversation with someone, but it's like, I don't. Not until I can get healthy. The same reason I don't think I could have any of these discussions playing Age of Wonders or a game with like a combat system or anything more complex. Like, this is just like the perfect level of engagement for me to still have the capacity to have some depth to my personality discussions. I really hate my brain being like an office building that's only got like one office left in it. It sucks. Yeah, a one-man convenience store. But the clerk kept so busy they can never find the time to restock the shelves. How about that for a metaphor?
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes, we were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No, he was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know if that's real.
And violence.
That's a shared habit, is it?
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
I really hope that we can get another 15 XP. Oh no, good, that it's already re-unlocked. We didn't stupidly lock it out. Okay. So that's good to know. That is a necessary check that you can completely lock yourself on. Fixing that mirror is possible. Actually, we unlocked that one. Alright. Give the mirror a shot. I don't know what it gains us, but...
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Not worth it, is it? No. You really have to glitch every time, game. Annoying. Who else could I ask about the tattoos?
Again? I can't believe... Okay, why not? So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
Not you.
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Not telling her.
What wall? I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
No, we don't hire staff like that. Thank you for letting me know, and it will be taken care of as soon as possible. Absolutely not. That would be idiotic. I have no idea why you're even saying this right now.
In your defense, neither do I.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not. Yes?
And more XP to get a skill check. Some of these are going to be done soon. Maybe that'll do some actually useful. Don't count on it, though.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
I guess I could talk to Tommy about the tattoos, because he also has tattoos. Such a stretch. Nothing's actually about the money. Haven't you been paying attention?
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Yeah, snow limbo.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
That was a success? Cool. I just saw the red from the smoke.
Whoa. What else? Silent communion. That's good. Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
Did you?
I don't know. Yeah.
Fucking A. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here say you don't really get it. I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Does that mean I unlocked that check? Sounds like I might, gotta run back to the room, wasting my time. I don't know that I did actually unlock that. But who do I ask about that dude? Probably whatever Art and Joyce. That's quite the way to run. No.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In
Oh.
it, your face, adorned with the expression. It's like something snaps in you, a nerve ending, a thought, a sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
That doesn't feel like a success. I mean, I guess presenting honestly, it's not a bad thing. It's taking off a mask. It is a success. It takes a moment to realize it.
It's you again. What is it?
The fact that took me a moment to realize after that whole discussion about not avoiding negativity and all that. Talk to about 2 people. Really? Well, who else might be from Orange? I don't know. Any reason you'd know about it?
Hello, compatriote.
No. Oh, Measurehead knows about tattoos. Not from Orange, but he knows stuff.
Your race descent has temporarily halted.
And he doesn't know stuff. I think once we get this skill check with Titus, we're going to be cruising toward endgame pretty quickly. We literally have distracted ourselves and done everything. Everything doable. With our current set of skills.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here.
Do we have any rhetoric clues? I bet we do. Shift around where that gap is. Minus empathy. Dope. Even without the alcohol, how do we have 8 points here? Drinking all that alcohol made it a permanent? What's going on here? Why is that permanent? I don't think that's supposed to be that way, but It means we can cut it out with having all the electrochemistry stuff. We overdoing it. That sure looked like anyway. Bland and boring. We can take that one off as well. Yeah, really don't misplace things too much. Trying to keep the stuff I like wearing toward the bottom. Yeah, good enough. Actually, we didn't think about swapping the pants. I feel like keeping those on doesn't really do anything, though. I don't know. I bet it does. It's probably just like these boots, where it has a non-obvious effect. Being a 2 in composure is not useful. We'll try holding on to that. They're keeping those. It might do something. Playing this hardcore mode, probably really expected to have the wiki next year, if I've memorized all the little gotchas.
Mr. Dubois, every worker? Great! You want to bounce something off your old friend Mr. Clare, right? It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine.
He seems happy about the prospect of you telling Joyce about your conversations.
No, Harry. I'm perfectly neutral and 100% for transparency. I know people say a lot of bad things about the Debarders Union, but we are actually squeaky clean.
Yes, he really doesn't seem to mind. Sure, he thinks. It's about transparency.
Absolutely, Harry. What's on your mind? Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. By all means, Harry, what's on your mind?
I mean, we got something, but not what we needed.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
I feel like I'm turning into a Leo in real life. Oh no.
Mr. Evrat doesn't really want me to talk to people about Union guys. But who did you want to talk about? The night guard. He was a peculiar fellow. Headstrong and proud. We didn't really talk all that much. He died recently. Something with his ticker. He's a Union man through and through. Good guy. He's very calm, laid back, doesn't do much, talks to Evrat sometimes. Honestly, I don't know what he does for us, but it must be important because everybody likes him. Yes, they do. I think that's what he does. He makes everyone feel a little better.
Oil for the wheels. Much needed in stressful times like these.
Whoa, he's really something. He doesn't talk much to me usually, but when he does, I don't really understand most of what he's saying. Actually, I don't think he would like me running my mouth about him like that. Once he said he's a dragon to this mob fellow who came picking a fight with some union men. Yeah, I think he really believes Jean-Luc was a dragon because he ran right off. Another time he almost killed another guy, but I shouldn't talk about that.
That's precisely what he is. Everard's dragon.
I'd best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Everard would like it very much. You better ask him yourself, mister. Oh, Titus is a longshoreman through and through. He was born on a boat, they say. His veins are probably filled with salt water, I tell you. Nice, friendly sort old Titus is. Sure, mister. What can Leo do for you? Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everard's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everard is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
I might have some things in common with Leo. But I'm more of a white chocolate man and don't like radio, and oh yeah, I don't keep things running.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
I don't know. Empathy, though.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
See? It was worth it. That guy's far more organized than I am. He even has notes. A to-do list. Ain't got none of that around these parts. That's why I have games like this that have been unfinished business for so long.
Hold on, Wandering Man. How can I help you? The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? That's so. I haven't heard anything about that. But if that's true, well, he was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
This guy... No.
Right to work!
What's it to you?
Want to know if you're from Orange? You could look at those tattoos.
No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together.
A monstrous shadow high above the fire traps of the domain. The 881 motorway running over this district of Jamrock. Concrete pillars rise up from the midst of the dilapidated wooden houses. On the horizon, barely visible, the hazy machinery of the harbor. Life in the domain is even worse off than in Martinez. The cold air is stiff from the fumes of the motor carriages and lorries roaring overhead. Below, broken down, battered people mill on the dusty streets with no purpose. Yet amongst them, there is no sight of this man. Nowhere.
Yeah? What makes you say that? Your guts got too much alcohol in it, getting delirious. What's it to you? No, don't think we all work.
A monstrous life below.
Yeah?
They know me. That's bullshit.
That was not useful. This ain't go to Joyce with the tattoos. I don't really know who else I'm supposed to ask. I forgot. If it's not her, then to the wiki we will go. Waste enough time and soon it will snow. Yeah.
You're back. Good.
There we go.
She reaches for the photo, takes it, then holds it in her hand for about half a minute in silence.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Am I supposed to be perceiving something?
She has no excess of emotions for this cadaver. Has she seen dead bodies before? It's likely.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Port cities. On the oceans. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century. As early as 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this. Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
Now he's been here before.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor. And these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Somewhere in an office lit by a single green desk lamp, Captain Ptolemaeus Price, 58, bald and bespectacled, is writing in a ledger on his desk. Rows and rows of days and weeks, laconic remarks in a single column. Patrol, case, vacation, injured.
Let's not use the skill point now.
In Martinez, looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside, there is a siren. Distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter.
Yeah, we were supposed to call the station about Krenel, weren't we?
Is that all? His platoon members? The other contractors? Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade. The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
I would say he's near the Arcade Islands by now, ready to exit the Insulindian and into the Pale, if I've read his home address correctly. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No. Oof. And then there were two. Yeah, we not getting one done. And without a lot of reloading. Do you think we're creeping close enough to the end of the game? I need to stop starting new thoughts, though. Yeah, we're gonna have to scum this save. Or this check.
I've got nothing to say to you.
It's you again. What is it?
Man. Not doing editing on these videos. This could be a little rough. Before I do that, let me check the wiki and see if I'm missing anything obvious here. There's a way to save time here. Or some niche piece of clothing that gives a bonus. Let's see. Well, you can refuse to do to listen to the door gunner thing. Alright, it's a medium check and you need 12 outside of hardcore mode. Ah. Well, that's a large part of the problem. Alright, there's one thing we missed. At least two things we've missed. Oh, if we fail again, Kim will help. Oh. So it's fine. Okay.
I don't know what went wrong the last time. You have so many good ideas here. Make them all see they're puppets on a string.
Alright. It's fine to fail a check.
Those are the other guys. My shit is solid gold. You can trust me. Oh, you don't like these arguments? Let's see you come up with your own then. Come on, everyone's waiting.
I thought this was us talking to him, and it's not. That's not a good start.
Why is Goldmouth mean to him? Something is wrong. It doesn't look like he's succeeding.
Goldmouth.
Sucks for you, but get this straight. No one manipulates Titus Hardy. I knew I was sticking it in crazy. But you have no idea what you're doing up there. I can see it in your face. Every time you come down and sing her song, she's in your head, man. You're fucked.
Brutal, Titus. Brutal, but true. She has a hold on him.
The witness has no hold on officers of the RCM. My partner was just trying to get you to come clean in his unusually emotional way.
Why did you say she's manipulating you? She's manipulating them. Remember? I didn't tell you to say that. Who told him that filthy lie? It was me. I made you sound weak, and I shouldn't have. But this guy, Goldmouth, he's way in over his head. Be careful with his so-called advice.
What? But the wiki said if you fail it twice, Kim bails you out. You betrayed me, Kim.
Yes.
You didn't read the wiki. You gotta make me waste my skill point.
It's you again. What is it?
I'm here to embarrass myself again. Maybe it'll even actually pass.
I do not understand.
No.
They're just stupid, probably. Too stupid to understand the arguments. Maybe the lieutenant could do it for you.
Fine, you have to fail it twice and then re-unlock it.
Thanks for your time, Titus. Case closed. Let's go, officer.
Huh?
Really, we are ready to begin our report. I've already started, actually. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Yeah, let them know. We'll kill you dead. Goddamn right. Don't come around if you're not from around.
Fuck you. I'm not from around. That's not why we...
There we go. Don't come to the Wild North if you are not white enough.
The dead guy's literally white. Probably the whitest of everybody.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We didn't hit him, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now.
The most terrible fear. Bigger than any before.
What?
To your right, you sense the air move. The lieutenant draws his firearm. You only manage to perform one more movement. An instinctive jerk to your left. Then, no sound. No one screams. It's impossible to say where it comes from. More dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez, as the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers' strike and were gunned down under unclear circumstances. Such needless loss of life is truly tragic, a local union leader, Everard Clare, commented, and added that although the event is truly horrid, we can expect similar incidents to follow if right-wing vigilantes are allowed to run around uncontrolled and try to wriggle their way into well-organized neighborhoods.
Him failed the check harder than me. Him's a bad cop. Alright.
It's you again.
Round 357. Why did that number come to mind, huh? What's special about it? I'm looking that up. Okay, we already wasted so much time here. If I put 357 into my search engine, what do I get? 357 Magnum. There you go. That's why it came to mind. That actually makes sense. Cool. I am pleased that's what came to mind.
I don't know what went wrong the last time. You have so many good ideas here. Make them all see they're puppets on a string.
What fucking story?
A story that fits the occasion, of course. I invented a wonderful allegory for all this.
No, there is no story. I didn't. Let's not do stories. Let's do questions.
No. Don't listen to him. This is gold stuff. Now let's get didactic.
So you got played, huh?
Good. You got his attention. Now reward it with a metaphor.
Yes, a miniature train set. The point is, this allegorical Kim should have just told the truth.
You need to man up and take charge, little guy. Shit's gotta be equal in a couple. Listen to your buddy Titus here. Nothing like this would ever happen to a hardy boy.
Thank you. I'll try. Please understand that Kim in this story was an allegory for you. You shouldn't try to hide the truth.
Sure. Binoclard. Allegory. You didn't get played. Titus did. I'm gonna do you a solid and change the subject, okay?
A man like Titus is way too confident to get that analogy. This man would rather live in a fantasy world where he isn't a complete loser. You need to be more forceful the next time. I do not understand. They're just stupid.
Thanks for your time, Titus. Huh? Really? In Martinez?
Yeah, let them know. We'll kill you dead.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
The man's fists under the table are balled. You can tell from his neck and shoulders. He means it.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Now we click the right option.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Now, who actually shot us the last time, and why was that worth doing?
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
Speaking of which...
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
Me too. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
No. They want to solve it and get the recognition. That's the whole thing. It's about saving face.
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
It's not really about Kalasha.
Hers, you mean?
She's got one of those checkered pasts. The shot could have been meant for her.
Or it's partially about her. They want to protect her by making sure that they catch the person and they actually go down. Rather than get shuffled away into some police protection thing or any other possibility. Yeah.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again. He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue masks. Bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light. Shine it in his mouth. He tells his assistant. The coroner squats to better see the light illumines the darkness inside. Well, shit. Can't blame them for missing that. Get the saw, Alan. This just got fun.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Yeah, we just want to keep it local, saving face. So there's mix of things here, mix of motives.
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did, or at least he hopes she didn't.
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way.
Man, I don't know that word either. Alright, we doing edutainment today. What the hell is gurning? It's a funny face. The World Gurning Competition. Sure. Look it up yourself, it's worth it.
It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
I'm back after a long pause. Probably don't got a lot of recording time left in me today. I'm pretty consistently getting through 3.5 hours. That's quite good for me, actually. But yeah, we might have to wrap this one up soon.
That's okay with the fat man still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Is that Angus Tibbs or is that someone else?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from. They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
Maybe I shouldn't be wearing those pants.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message. No, you're not gonna be on a first-name basis with this person. Glad you understand that. You do that. Hey, cop, before you go.
A bribe?
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Clausia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
still, after all this headache.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, This place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Dun, dun, dun.
The precarious world. How not to lose? It is impossible not to. The world is balanced on the edge of a knife. It's a game of frayed nerves. You're pushed on by numbers and punitive measures, pain, rejection, and unpaid bills. You can either play, or you can crawl under a boat and waste away. Turn into salt, or a flock of seagulls. Your enemies would love that. Or you can fight. The only way to load the dice is to keep on fighting.
See, there you go. The lesson I've been trying to impart for a couple episodes is to stop looking for lessons and just live. Don't know what he means that the critical failure threshold is lowered by what? I mean, you can't critical fail? Or is it just more likely to get the extreme outcomes? Which way is that supposed to be interpreted? This is probably a good opportunity to use that. Real careful, we only got 3 of those left. Get it out of her hand before we screw up and use it again. Not sure we're really ever going to need more of that alcohol with that glitched out. Ooh, and the Sykes update. +2. Nice. Are currently lacking a skill point. We do need to be careful.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
It's because I got the moral intern pants.
I understand. I'm sorry for wasting your time. I should have known that you'd find out.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Because helping you gave them something to do. Helping them gave them something to do, which made you feel like you had something to do. What am I going on about?
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
No.
I am not. There is more here, Missy.
You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
What the fuck was that? You don't fucking answer to fucking anyone.
Why don't you spell that correctly, game? Isn't calling her a lesbian more offensive anyway? Probably should just honor our skill here. That's a good roll.
I think you meant to say bitch there.
Oh, okay. It's not a typo.
You didn't.
What does our limited cooperation with the EMI have to do with this?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. Just business, but bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Dun dun dun.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Orania.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Louis-Douin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Louis-Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Louis-Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
It's the more empathetic choice. They're both pretty empathetic. It's a thing. Empathy still isn't a stance. You need a filter to pick the direction in which such a skill is utilized. It's pretty empathetic too, actually. I mean, this is almost blowing it off. That's not actually that empathetic compared to just listening and acknowledging. That's trying to pacify, which isn't actually. Fake empathy. And that's just making about yourself. That's not empathetic at all. So it's just a matter of if you're empathetic to the victims or the person in front of you.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting...
Huh. That was a political choice, huh? Yes, it was. Well, the You Destroyed What People Built would be an ultra-liberal then. The one I'm king is the fascist one. The saying people have done worse is the communist. That's interesting.
A lot of people got hurt, but that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty past tense again over here. I've been waiting too long. Did too much while the recording was paused. Conversation. Medical conversation.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
One of them killed themselves because of me. How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Drugs are good. I also do those. I try to bargain with myself, too.
Around her, a drop in the atmospheric pressure. Not long from now, it will get dark. The rain will come, and the air will start moving faster, circling the box she stands on. She's already in prison here for what happened, and she's prepared to never leave, even after his death.
Because I'm an idiot. You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud, thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
And I let him do it another 5 days.
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then?
What?
Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer, and it makes you sweat.
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead, before he fell down on top of me.
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
I don't... How did you know that?
He just had a hunch. Detectives have those sometimes.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Yeah, it was a real motherfucker. Ow.
She throws it away, and immediately proceeds to light another one.
Yeah, I got more time in me to keep recording. I want to try to get this down just so there's one more episode worth of game after this. Then I get on with delaying in other ways. I got other games unfinished. Not playing the Pathfinder. That's got well over 100 hours left in it. Not doing it.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
Got other playthroughs that are not recorded Let's Plays.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
It'd be nice to have stuff to do other than play video games. You know, have a brain that's functioning well enough to engage in academic material or work. And not know I'm leaving like 9/10 of it on the table and have to swing back to it later if I actually care about it.
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets. That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone, so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong. Ruby, you know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her, so do the others. Does she also party with Ruby, however?
No.
Still, there is something there. She won't tell you now.
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, but I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough.
Wasted
I've seen him
it.
take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it. When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot. She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all. If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate. She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. People suffer around her. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real. Easier that way. I don't know.
Real as anything.
I already forgot what skill that needed.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
We could deal with trauma. Is that as dramatic as we can get? Really, there's room for a little more drama. How ridiculous we look.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and willow-wisps.
That was still barely pass.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
So we're trying to say she didn't call, and you're saying that if she had called, she would know that. It's like, what?
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out. I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Tighten it. You've got her.
Okay. Yes. It's not my name. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism is failing her. The afterglow of whatever narcotics she's been taking is wearing off.
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying.
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
The wind rises, so do the hairs on your back. Somewhere west, small bubbles rise from a plastic board floating in the water. Rusty, the color of oversteeped tea. Long, spindly arms are spinning the buoy around, turning it, inspecting it like a magic 8-ball, trying to find a way to snap it open.
Nothing is useless.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline. It's Katarzyna Lazie.
What's more empathetic? Probably.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next, ready for the damage. She knows you're grilling her.
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
This bastion of willpower here, his watchmen have been sleeping too. You can be absolutely certain now, but he's coming around. A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
But I haven't done anything illegal.
Failure to aid a police investigation. She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case.
Neither of those illegal, though.
Fucking mind games. Enough.
No, that one is.
That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Have we already made the decision?
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please, no.
Fragile, unshielded. Her voice is thin and tired.
Guess it was a crime.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby. She has this thing for me, ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
Dun, dun, dun.
What she's saying is sex.
And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship.
Oh no. Trauma bonding.
When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
Wait. Everyone, just wait. What is this? Derail this whole thing immediately and investigate.
Okay.
Yes.
Women like women too, officer. Try not to fix it on this. Let's move on.
Well, I'll be damned. That's one more thing we know about the world.
I mean, romantically. What exactly in your relationship with Ruby made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Yes, but what was their relationship outside this unequal power dynamic?
We spent a lot of time together, listening to the radio and such. She had great milieus, and she was good company. I was sorry it had to end.
What was that question about? She's feeding her friend to the wolves here. It also has startlingly little to do with arresting her, you suddenly realize.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan. You said there was a secret route there, right? She could have come up through there, then taken this shot, right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when, She would have seen us. My bed is right next to...
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No, I just remembered you told me about it, and...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there. Don't let your imagination run wild here, sire. Keep it on track.
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
Yeah.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful. Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Yeah, she did give us something useful, and we empathetic.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
Something tells you, you will. She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Is she really just gonna stick around here? I'm a bit skeptical. Oh, we could have had more drama. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I got no clue. There we go, that's probably what I'm looking for. Maybe some less ugly pants, too. Could put the moralist ones back on, but... I don't know. Surely it does something.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
I don't know if this is a necessary check or not.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. Ending him. From the roof outside, location A prime, The glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. 72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies. None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez? According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. 1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. 700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Who cares what Kim thinks? Just like that, the comment section convulsed in on itself. Where'd the music go? Alright, what check do I need to get straight answer out of Mr. Dudenheimer over here? Yo,
It's
rude
you
dude.
again. What is it? Why? Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pet Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
That's a lot of stuff to still only have a low percent. Time to get changed again. I don't want to wear those. Draw the line somewhere, don't we? Fine. Annoying, this stuff doesn't just shuffle upwards. This is a check that it's game over, basically, if you fail it. Yeah, I have the capacity to throw a skill into it.
It's you again. What is it?
Doesn't mean I want to. Those aren't even bad chances. Alright.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
You know, we really haven't even saved scum to the main quest lines here, have we? Just that side quest with the blip.
A massive activity spike in the amygdala copicum, the part cops use to pin murders on people.
Because she was here, all night, with us.
Yeah, the logic is literally, instead of preventing a theory, just get him to talk, get his theory.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
No. All right, she took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has a complex operation to run from her lorry. She's a busy girl. Always has been.
Of course, Ruby is the lady driver in this great big jam mystery. Probably. You'll have to keep investigating. They'll never open up about it.
Just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot the merc. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
Wondering if any of these would be useful right now. Probably not, but we are talking about drinking.
You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
There are definitely some weird claims.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Weird? How? You're wearing the pinball maker's coat.
Was run by a fella called Nerflock something, who wore a yellow dust coat like the one you have on right now. Weird guy. Never liked him.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop. Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down, all under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
Right there, underneath the calm and the cool, a nervousness. He's thinking, Ruby could have fucked us all over. How did I not see it?
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it? Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue. He gestures with his bear can, so you haven't won him over yet. That bad boy goes down on the table only when he's completely focused on something else.
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up. 72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab? Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. What else have you got? That puts her on the roof. I don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It'd have been there for 20 years at least.
Not maybe. You were. Both of you. I've done it myself. Gone and piled every thread I find onto one theory. Doesn't work like that.
Still, the key here is a strange coincidence, and he knows it.
Footprints. Recent. What else could you make out? How recent? What size? Horizontal? I see they taught you well in your RCM school. My old man, a hunter, had a half-blind one at it. Could have said that. Horizontal lines. Good news is, I'm still listening.
He knows they had to be recent for those lines to still read. This wasn't a failure.
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there? That's one mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it? Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt, in the shape of a gun.
We already told him who that was.
Look, fucko, Ruby and I are pretty tight. She would have showed me the gun if she had one. She knows I love guns.
Yeah, everyone knows Glenn loves guns.
I don't know, Glenny. Ruby's a little secretive, isn't she? Wasn't like she told you every little thing.
This one does not like Ruby. May prove useful.
Nah, man. She'd totally wave her gun in your face if she were here right now. And you'd fucking piss yourself.
It's clear this one is protective of her.
Easy now, Glenn. What he's trying to say is, people who don't have guns don't shoot people. You need a gun for that. You can't prove she has one.
You don't need to prove anything. Doubt is enough for now. And Titus must have some.
You lost your gun?
Did you already know that?
What an idiot!
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder? You didn't, and Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
I don't know, Cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3, motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
Yeah. Like what?
Sorry, suggestion. It's too late.
A thing? You mean?
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
She's not a ghost. She's gay. You'd have to be an idiot not to... Guys, I'm not the only one who knew. Right?
Knew what? First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Glenn here obviously likes men and he can't hack it. That's his thing, and you do not want to get into it. Moving on.
What? That sounds like an assumption.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
She didn't fuck you, 'cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
So this is why Shanky doesn't like her. Useful for you. It makes him advocate against Ruby.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass. Figures. But that Ruby is queer as cabaret, now that I start thinking about it. So there is some truth to it. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit...
If that's the case, then it's not right. But it's not the case, right?
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking has no place in a police investigation. The more logical conclusion that you wish to avoid is that she knew what had happened because she did it. You had expressed, on occasion, your dislike of the mercenaries' presence in Martinez, right?
Whack someone in my district? That doesn't carry much favor with Titus Hardy. She has to know that.
It's the kind of chin-rubbing men, often leaders, do when they think of punishment.
And I suppose you have a theory about that too, cop.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
I didn't do it, fucker! It wasn't my plan!
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Fuck you, man! I would never fuck my guys over like that! Especially for some bird!
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good. Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
We almost missing some of these.
This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you won't. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why? She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. Friday afternoon, when you first arrived, I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation. She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al, and we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn. I told you. You. Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
And a hole in his heart. That first.
Sure, the human experiment. That's real funny. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure. She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop. Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught Pete. But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely? On the coast. Past the waterlock. She's not here. So, I'm thinking she's there. Sure, there's some shithouses there. A cinderblock town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man. It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
Dun, dun, dun. Empathy glasses. I don't want the logic ones. think we're fine with the skill points for now. Yeah, I should probably be calling it. Maybe we try to get to this first. That'd be a good point to save.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours? Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end. Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash? Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window. Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you. That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now, you know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me?
But they would have heard this shot because she was in the room. That doesn't make sense. It's not a complete theory. Let's go buy more consumables.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Yeah, we got cash to blow.
Okay, here.
A colourful display of cigarettes.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
Gotta keep our options open. Really need to get more of the purple drug. That's where our problem is. Was Roy selling any? I don't think so.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure thing. Sure, man.
No. And the fast travel's busted.
I see you haven't left our little Martinez yet. Still running around. Like some kind of cross-country law official. Aye, but don't let it grow too much. This is not the place to settle down. Now, what's on your mind, officer? Oh? Who? Okay. When did this person stay here? Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
They look like an air traffic controller.
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then?
Again, good gaming time in today.
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes, pissable pilsner. Drink it, then convert it to piss. And...
Damn cool, Abigail. Abigail? Abigail, where are you?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Don't call Abigail.
Tequila sunset. Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages.
Where?
I actually do have one. The strangest of them all. But I'll need to fortify myself before I can tell that one. Do you have anything to fortify old Doom Spiral? Tell me you got some story juice. Not much, but it will do. This last one is the most Martinet story I've ever heard. I've never heard it mentioned outside of here. At first, I thought it was a joke, to be honest. But I've been on the coast 8, 9 months now, and in that time I've seen at least 3 expeditions come through, searching for something.
A shovel hits the sand somewhere behind the reeds, near an abandoned construction yard. The young men look over their shoulders suspiciously. The sound of their digging seems loud in the sudden silence.
No, Tequila. Most people already know where they live. It's guys like you and me that are the exceptions. Hey, hey! Fuck you, Tequila. Magic animals? No, man, this is serious stuff. All kinds. I've seen archaeologists, gangsters, even a bunch of ad agency types. I'm telling you, Tequila, this thing's got a pull on certain kinds of people.
Wait, there's a tingling back here. The stirring of a faint sensation.
You know, obsessive types. People with predilections. Some of those expeditions come back after a week or so, looking haggard and dejected. Others don't return at all. The first time I saw one of these expeditions, I thought they were fucking with me. There was no way it could be true. It was just too high concept, even for me.
There's no way. It can't be. Or can it? You know.
I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story, to be perfectly honest. You're in a fragile state, and
What?
it might be too much for you to handle.
What are you talking about?
Okay, fine, I'll tell you. But I'm warning you, it's pretty out there. Our story begins at a legendary design studio, right here in Martinez. There was this designer. His exact name is lost to history, but in life, he was a legend. Made it big in Aranya, where he did some real pioneering work on grotesque and sans serif typography. A fucking genius, man. That is, if he even existed. Who knows? It's an urban legend, after all.
He existed, all right. You feel it deep within your basal ganglia. He was as real as you are. I'm talking about...
Anyway, sometime later he started his own personal studio here in Martinez. And that's when he started working on some really wild stuff. I'm talking some glass-smooth, forward-looking design language. The kind of thing that would totally overthrow the old regime, design-wise.
Minimalism. Yeah, I don't think I'm mentally ready for that either.
But then something turned. You see, it's widely known that nose candy and pioneer graphic design work go hand in hand.
I have no idea what you mean.
You know tequila, nose candy, the white railroad, party powder.
The kids on the streets also call it Snow Day.
Sinus salt, the white night.
Can't see, for its popularity among the aristocratic class of the prior century.
He's talking about cocaine.
Shit, yeah, tequila. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not surprised. Many men find it hard reaching that final level of genius without blow. You've got to understand, the work this guy was doing was so high concept that regular amounts of cocaine just weren't cutting it. By the end, they were bringing it in by the lorry load. Now, as you might imagine, snorting that much cocaine can't be healthy for a regular human, right?
Right. Wrong. Do it all the time. All day, baby.
Hey, tequila, pay attention. The story goes that one day he was balls deep in work on what he thought would be his pièce de résistance, an advert so minimal it contained neither text nor images, just pure white.
This is a self-erasure thing again.
Apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. He dropped dead right at his desk before he could finish. His last words are recorded to have been, "It's as white as a blizzard of cocaine."
Oh, don't loop back to my Blizzard thing.
I know, tequila. I know. But the story doesn't end there. Supposedly, when they performed the autopsy, the coroner discovered nearly a quarter kilo of coke jammed into his nasal cavity. That's right. 250 grams of blow had accumulated in there over the years. We're talking high-grade Saramaritsian pure. Not that cut-rate shit your grandma does. There are those who believe the designer was buried with this quarter key of nose candy still lodged in his sinuses. That's what those expeditions are looking for.
The cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull. No. Wow. Here's the kicker. This designer, this lead designer of a world-famous design studio, was born in Martinez. A local boy, Martin Martinez. That's why he brought his studio here, back to where it all began. And that's why they buried him here, too. Perhaps right under Ab's pipe there. Or probably further down the coast, or in some yard in Martinez proper. A hidden mausoleum, no one knows exactly.
No, my grandma always told me his grave lay somewhere on the islets on the bay.
This is ludicrous and physically impossible. Sinuses can contain that amount of anything.
Now, detective. Always the skeptic.
Don't listen to him or his grandma. He's just making things up.
No, my grandma told me. I've heard other people say it too. That it's underwater. Or no, maybe it was the storm sewers.
Or maybe it's in the air. Or in an ancient state pyramid offshore.
In a pyramid? Now that would be something.
They're pretty vague about it in general. The gangsters like to claim they're looking for the grave of a friend, with picks and shovels. The archaeologists act all official about it, saying they're conducting serious research. Honestly, I think they're not really scientists, just rich. The junkies, for some reason, are pretty upfront about it. They just say they're looking to snort some blow out of a dead man's nasal cavity.
Honest men on an honest quest. You should join them.
By now, I'd say I know about as much about it as anyone on the coast. The archaeologists say they want to put it in a museum, the gangsters say they want to sell it on the black market, and the ad agency guys say they're seeking inspiration.
Bullshit. They just want to snort it. But you could beat them to it, Harry. You could snort the magic skull cocaine instead.
I'm pretty sure they all just want to snort it, though.
And why wouldn't they, eh? Sounds like right strong stuff.
We found another side quest.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on just a minute.
Oh.
Finding it right now is literally impossible.
What?
For one, the way is blocked by that big lorry that says Delta Logistics Company on the side. You definitely have to search the area behind that lorry too, yet it is impassable.
Right.
And second, outfitting an expedition like that is expensive. It'd have to be a big production to do the cocaine skull justice. You need new gear, people who know what they're doing, all kinds of provisions.
Better not cost 40 real.
It's just not feasible within the economic and temporal frame of our current setup. Matter of fact, unless a bunch of money just falls out of the sky, we might never know what's up with that skull.
I have to agree. We barely have what we need to solve the case we've got now. We can't afford to run around chasing after quasi-mythical pieces of drug paraphernalia. Besides, it would look extremely bad for the RCM to be caught up in something that has the word cocaine writ large on it. The PR is tricky on this.
Wait, maybe there's another way. Maybe up around the coast? Don't give up now.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows, though? Maybe someday we'll get our chance. Not that I can think of, currently. That might be the case, yes.
It didn't make a quest. We gotta find that boy and save. And I just so happen to know where it is. Pretty sure we ran into it earlier.
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash, but if you look closer...
That, over there, must be the boy class you told us about. The one she hid her passport in. We should take a look.
Cold, air, tendons. Snapped the cords keeping the boy in place. A little longer, and it would be floating somewhere out in the open sea.
When is this finishing? Oh, pretty soon. We'll get that next episode.
Moves across the water, leaving no traces. You're cold again, as always. Splendor. The boy is not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom really have been torn or cut. You lift it out of the water easily, noticing how light it is. It smells like you would expect it to smell. A concentrated version of the coast. Salt, industrial slop and decay, and just a dash of hard liquor. Yum. There's something in there, splashing around. A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae, and nothing else.
What?
Well, damn. I have no idea. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. This is only a small loose end, but I do wish we knew who took the documents. Could be. We should keep an eye out. Nothing more for us to do here. Let's go.
Hmm. Said I want to make sure that we only got one episode's worth after this. That's my intent. So let's try to narrow it down just a little more.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
Then we're definitely doing it.
What?
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall.
What?
It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. How disappointing. Right? You'll have better luck next time, though. The phasmid, finding it is your destiny.
Mister, what were you doing in my fireplace? Oh. Okay. Luby. Raluby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or sometimes I can, but then
Kids.
Bye!
Where?
Our tenant, the policeman. Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately. This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other. Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
Get into the shack. Somehow. Am I now going to be able to look under the floorboard? Come on, you told me about that ages ago.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below. Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Ominous.
Our tenant, the policeman. Damn that girl.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either. Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here. She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right there. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Aye. Do tell. Exit from what?
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son.
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that. I cleaned it, like I always do. No. She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
This Ruby is an old lady whisperer. She knows how to work the village elder, unlike you.
Did she talk to you much during her last day?
No, she was mostly silent this time, kept to herself. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
She wanted to talk to her, as they usually do, but she was brooding.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think. I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north. You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Yes, it's going to be too much work for you to find her. Better for you to stay here, get a nice cozy fire going in the heater.
The fell electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Dun, dun, dun. How long have we been going anyway? Yeah, about 3 hours. Damn, that's 5 hours gaming today. Plus medical. Yeah, that's a really good day for me. I am gonna wrap it up. I know, I keep pushing it. Yeah, whatever. It would be interesting if we finished this episode. So then I could be lying when I said I wouldn't. Flying's fun.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
I already know what the check is going to require of us. So we're going to come into this prepared. Sorry, kid. Don't mean to be a bad influence.
A slogan above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
What do you mean, fail first?
Indeed, somehow you knew it was here, an urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before, when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
Are you trying to draw a comparison between the building and Harry? He dispensed warmth and light. I don't know. He's now a ruin. I guess that works. Look at the funny top hat man with sausage legs. He's got a turnip.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Not in the church. We already been in there enough. That's a lot of pluses. I guess we didn't need the drink.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb. Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. A prayer of sorts. To Revachol.
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
No, I heard it. Get it.
A breeze, like a quiet sigh, moves over you. The cool air breaks across your body. It brings the salt of the sea into your lungs.
Why did that fail? Oh, it's a critical failure because the thing...
Go to the children of the big sea.
What?
The wind rushes away, leaving you where you were, on the rotting boards of the felled building.
I don't know what that means. What?
Officer, are you okay? It looked like we lost you for a second.
We already did that.
When you're ready.
Is this not voice acted? I'm not reading it, sorry. Not easy on me, I guess. I don't know. Zoom out distance. Huh. Is that the depersonalization skill? Why is that useful? Either way, this is a job for the boots. And the frog. Boots and frog and boots and frog and boots and frog. The boots and frog and boots and frog and boots and frog and speed and boots and frog and boots and frog and boots and frog and speed. Come on, click the damn button. I want to get out of here before we've been here for 6 hours. That would just be ridiculous. Boots and frog and boots and frog. Hey, were we supposed to go over on the boardwalk to investigate one of the locations? I think it was talking about over here, actually. No? Well, then I got no idea. Boots and frog and boots and frog. Lovely.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
He had bad words and said, I got in trouble. Bad words. Bad words.
Say fuck. It'd be hilarious. Wait. Stop everything. Back this up. What are bad words? Pipe down, puzzle face. This is a code red situation. If we review all the bad words, that's only going to add more temptation to saying them in front of the children. And we do not want that. Come on, boys. You can do it.
What does that mean?
Nothing. What happened? Where'd you hear bad words? Was it from someone on the coast? The radio?
The lieutenant is deeply unimpressed. Why does he have to be such a beano-clad? It's just a funny word. The boys seem less happy now.
We didn't hear that word. We heard other bad words. We just heard funny voices. We thought the voices were funny. We said what they said, and then we got in trouble. Radio? What's that? We just heard them in our head.
Voices from another self? Voices from a deeper self? Voices from early schizophrenia?
That bad word? It is time at last. My nasty speed reeks. Our brother man is about to grow up. DJ Flatio's Big Boy Daniel single is here. Buckle up, cause this is the fastest track that you're ever gonna hear.
These kids got the auditory version of a photographic memory.
Turn up the volume. Blow those speakers out. Now here's... No. Don't say bad words, stupid.
A word when you're done.
The boy draws a jagged rock across the ground. It leaves a white scratch.
Yes. Yes.
It doesn't look like he knows what that means.
What do you want, Timothy?
Detective, about what the twins had to say. I believe they heard something. And given the poverty of this part of town, I don't know how they could have heard the radio. I don't know how they heard it, but I know the station they imitated, so they must have heard it somehow. Speed Freaks FM. Yeah, local station, known for its kinetic music and aggressive style. Yeah, anyway. Weird as it is, the situation is not connected to the murder. This isn't our business.
The lieutenant says nothing. An ocean breeze blows in strong. He raises his jacket collar against it.
Besides, maybe it was just a radio they overheard. They might not be old enough to know the difference. How would they have heard the voices?
The lieutenant is grimly silent.
Let's at least rule out radios before continuing. Maybe the twins didn't know it was a radio they were hearing. The washerwoman seems to know everything that happens here. Let's ask if she heard anything before moving on. After you.
I think I did actually fail that check.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. A radio? Ah, no. We play no radio here. There's one in the shack, but it's never used. Viziers know every sound that belongs to this coast. I would know if I heard anything different. Was that the nonsense we were spouting? Pah! No, I have no idea where they heard it. They've been in earshot all week, and no radio.
Let's just get it out of the way as fast as we can. Contact dispatch from my kinema and ask them to connect you to the station. Maybe they can shed some light on this. I'm ready when you are. Thank you, ma'am.
Anything else?
No. I'm not doing that this episode. My patience is gone. We save and we'll pick up another time. Can't guarantee I'll finish it the next episode. But we try. Bye. I'm still here. I forgot to stop the recording before ending the game. Alright, goodbye.